soldiers feared dead as terrorists ambush Nigerian army convoy in Zamafara. A yet to be ascertained number of soldiers has been killed following an ambush on a military convoy by gunmen suspected to be terrorists in Kekun-Waje district of Bongodu local government area of Zamfara state. The troops were said to have been ambushed during a patrol in the area on Wednesday. Some of the personnel were said to have been injured during the attack and were currently receiving medical attention. A military source who confirmed the incident to Sahara reporters claimed that about 5 bodies of slain soldiers have been recovered. Both security agents and civilians have suffered several attacks in the hands of terrorists in Zamfara state in recent times. Agrarian communities in the state have also been terrorized by gangs who raid villages, steal cattle, and kidnap residents for ransoms. In 2019, the state government signed a peace agreement with bandits, and about 15 brand new Hilux vehicles and cash gifts were also given to leaders of different repentant gangs of bandits by the governor in 2020. But despite all these, communities in the state are still being attacked, and residents are still being kidnapped and or killed. Problem. I mean, again, obviously, you can't talk about bandits in Zamfara and obviously the northern region without talking about what the government, did to encourage and sponsor it, because giving out cash prizes, cars, and having a peace settlement is not the way for you to assert your power as a government when you have criminals, unjustified, unauthorized, illegal persons causing havoc, and all you can do is to come to an agreement. Really all you can do is come to an agreement and then give them money, because bandits did also come out and say that the money given to them, and I think these were the ones specific, I'm not too sure, but these are the ones that were responsible for the Kankara kidnap, and they said they bought more arms with the money. So it's kind of hard to, how do you then look at this and not say that the state in itself is sponsoring all this? Because their intention must have been to curb this and put this to an end. But really what they did, given the fact is that they increased the capacity for these criminals to continue wreaking havoc and causing more damage and killing and kidnapping. So in that way, how can you not say the government itself is sponsoring these bandits? You cannot enable, increase capacity, empower criminals, and you expect them not to commit crime. Are you serious? And what is now crazy is the fact that these soldiers were not on the battle line. They were on a patrol. They were literally doing what they would do to protect the area, just going rounds, and they were attacked and killed. This is a problem, because the people of Zamfara should not, I don't know how they're coping with all these years. If anything, I believe that the northern part of the country should be on fire right now. If anyone should be as intentional with the voting and who they want to empower, especially to stop insecurity, I believe they should be turning the country upside down, to be honest. I think they should be protesting. I think they should be bashing on doors, because they have been violated beyond anything. And the way that they're kept at bay is phenomenal. I mean, the extent to which the Nigerian government has control in the north. It is very sad, very, very painful, but the more reason why, Nigerians just need to be harsh with whoever they're putting in thing. We should not make this a fun. It's literally election process. It's a recruitment process. You don't have your employer or your interview. No one is smiling. Why are you smiling? Why? No one should be smiling in the country. Nigerians are happy people, yes. Fact is, when it comes to leadership, there has been no standard at all. So all we need to do is set the standard. Whoever is there does not meet to the standard, we hold them accountable. And that is why you need to be invested in this elections, because it also gives you a right. It gives you the justification as a Nigerian that I voted for you. I added to the campaign so I can call you to order when you're not acting right, because you cannot be there in your seat of power serving the people and believe that you cannot be held accountable by the people, and you believe you're entitled and no one can question you, shouldn't work like that. So this is why, if it's the money, the capacity, the funds, if that is what is needed to fix this issue, then why has it not been happening? Because the country has gone into so much debt for other relevant things. And then you now have the question as to, you have the capacity to make the change, why are you not doing it? And of course, in addition to rumors, and not even rumors, the fact that the actions of the government have been seen to be sponsors of these criminals, that also, adds to other rumors that, what if this government is in line with these bandits? What if the government is okay? They're okay with the fact that they're wreaking havoc. That is now a bigger problem, because no matter who is there, whatever agreement will have been signed, whether the administration changes or not, there are things that the general public is just not privy to, and we will not know what assignments or what agreements have been made back, and the back doors. So really, there's a lot of issues here, because there's no excuse at all. The money they use for the cash prizes, the money they use to acquire new cars, they can use in recruiting more soldiers with benefits of actually serving the country, maybe better salaries, better pensions, because the funds can go there, or even better ammunition. I mean, we literally have stories of soldiers being laid off because they refused to fight in the battle line. And why? They were asked, and they said, they said, we were laid off for disobedience. I think it was disobedience to whatever order, whatever. But really, the fact was they ran out of ammunition, and they were like, why? They told, their bosses or their leaders at the time in the camp that we've run out of ammunition, and they were still sent back to go and die with nothing to defend themselves. And it's like, then what do you expect? So if it's funding, my point is, there is no excuse as to why insecurity cannot be fixed. There is no excuse. If it's funding, whatever, there is no excuse. So when you're not doing what you can, but you show you have the capacity to, there is a problem. Because if you have funds and you're diverting it and extending subsidies, getting into more debt, what is the point? Because when we know you can do something but you choose not to do it, you give room for Nigerians to start asking, and also creating other explanations and justifications for why the government will not do the right thing. But we shouldn't be there anyways. We should always have the capacity to hold this government accountable. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.